And hello there folks, this is Uncle Troy, and I never get tired of watching my tree farm. But we're playing Feed the Beast MindCrack Edition, a little tutorial series I'm doing, and I believe I promised a while back I was going to show you how to use the Excavate command to make quarries and pits without having to use the fancy quarry thing, because we pull up our fancy never enough items thing. So the quarry is how you're supposed to do your heavy-duty mining, but it requires diamond gears, gold gears, iron gears, some type of chip set or gate or whatever, and one of these diamond drills, which the diamond drill requires 3 diamonds, a regular drill, advanced circuit, and titanium, which I'm not sure how to get titanium. It's something rare, and it looks very difficult to get. So obviously quarries are out, but turtles are fairly easy to make and fairly easy to program, or at least I find them fairly easy to program. Hello there, Mr. Chicken. And I have been mining out quarries with my turtles, and you say, well, where have I been mining out? Because look, nice pretty grass here. Well, if you go down just a couple of levels here, you will see that yes, I have been quarrying down to bedrock. Fill this in. Oops, there we go. And I've been using the built-in Excavate command for this purpose. So as you can see out here, you can see the edge of where I've dug down to, and that's what these torches are here for, is to show off the edge. Now what most people do is the Excavate command goes forward and to the right however many spaces. So what they would do is they come over here and they would plop down a turtle. Yes, they'd plop a turtle down, say right here, and they would say something like excavate 64, and they'd send it off excavating a huge section here. But I find it's better to instead excavate a small amount, say 4, and instead of using, you know, one turtle to go a huge amount, 1, 2, 3, 4, put the turtle right there. Come on, put the turtle right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turtle, and then a chest. And instead of sending, you know, turtles out these huge amounts, send several turtles out a small amount and clear things out very quickly. Get you down to bedrock faster. Now, unfortunately, the Excavate command, you know, on my command or my programs, I've been putting the fuel in level or in slot 1. The Excavate command actually has a much more complicated refueling function, where you can just, if it has fuel anywhere, it will fill in. But then if you've like picked up some coal and you want to keep the coal, the Excavate command might fuel itself with the coal you were hoping to keep. So what I have done is decided to simply make sure that my turtles are refueled before they start. Now this one only has fuel level 32. This one, fuel level 14,000, he's good. This one, fuel level 66. So we need a few stacks of coal. Now luckily, come on, sprint, there we go. Luckily we've still got this experience grinder charcoal farmer thing going here. So we have plenty of charcoal. Let's see. Should be about 4 or 5 stacks of charcoal. Yes, it is. And let's see, we'll put about 2 stacks in here, and we'll type refuel 128. You can see the refuel command used all those, and now we have over 10,000 fuel units. Now you say, how many fuel units is the turtle going to need? How do you figure that out? Well, we're about to send this turtle out on a 4x4 excavating mission. He is going to be going down, let's see, we're currently at Y level 64. He can only get down to about Y level 5, so he's going to be going about 60 spaces. We'll use 64 as an example. go back into the turtle here. If we enter the Lua prompt, we can do simple math. Now he's doing a 4x4 digging thing. He's going down about 60 levels. We'll say 64. And he's going to have to go back up and down a few times. Let's see, that right there comes to 1024. Now, he's going to have to go back up and down a few times in case his, and I don't know why I'm doing an up and down motion with my hand, since you can't see it. He's starting at the top. He's going to have to go down. He may have to come back up a few times to drop off supplies. So he may have to double that. So we will do the same thing too. So he's going to need at least 2048 for this thing he's about to do. But luckily we're at 10,000 with just a couple of stacks of charcoal, so we don't have to worry about that. And this one as well, we're going to give him some charcoal. Now if we just say refuel 64, that's enough all by itself, but we're going to double that just for safety's sake. And as long as we got charcoal here anyway, we're going to go ahead and refuel them anyway. Again, so the theory is if we say excavate 4, he marks him out a little 4x4 area here. I'm trying to experiment with Optifine, which is unfortunately giving me some weird things with my turtles. And I don't know why I just hit shift to walk across this chest, because holding shift does not keep you from falling off of a chest. Much like that. Alright, so he has started going 4x4. We'll also type excavate 4 here. And we will type oops. We're in Lua. We need to exit out of Lua first. This is the Lua interpreter. Then excavate 4. And we need one more going here, but we need another chest and another turtle, I think. Actually, we have another turtle, don't we? We just need another chest. One, two, three, 4. And of course the turtle. Check the fuel level. He's good. Excavate 4. Now let's ease over here and look down. As you can see, these guys are digging down pretty swiftly. And you can see where previously I've dug down and I have capped off or topped off or whatever you want to call it, the mine shafts. And I'll show you that later. They are digging away. Oops, looks like we have some type of mineral there. I think this here is aluminum. And this here is something else, I forget. We'll know when they bring it back up. And the reason I've gone with steel chest here is that steel chest is the equivalent of a double chest. And it means I have to make fewer trips back and forth to empty out the chest. Now what you can do, however, is set you up some transport pipes, as I've done here. Let me go get a Redstone Engine, for example. Oh, he's finished, but we've got one regrown, so let's run tree farm again. Because as long as you're in the same area, why not keep your tree farm going? And let's see, we currently have, double check this, yeah, 41 times 64 plus 2, 41 stacks of wood. So when we want more experience or need more charcoal, we've got plenty. And actually, these should be filled with wood, so we'll start that up. Slowly fill all these with wood. What did I come back here for? Oh, Redstone Engine. And let's see, we need some sticks to make some levers, maybe. Alright, so we've got a chest here, a wooden pipe, a couple of gold pipes, and a lot of stone pipes. And the purpose of that is to pump items out of the chest. And let's say the turtle had come back and had dropped off, say, some cobble and some whatever that he had dug. If you've got this running, it will slowly take the things out of the chest, send them off to the sorting bin. And what you can do is just expand your pipe network out to all your chests. And, oops, we've got a chunk error down here. Oops, it cleared itself up. Ooh, looks like we got some blue sapphires, rubies, whatever the blue things are. See, I like the Optifine in that I can zoom in, and it gives me a little better frame rate, but I don't like it in that my turtles kind of, you know, stutter and disappear. You could expand your pipeline over to these chests, and be as the turtles fill them up. We may just wait for one of these turtles to come back so I can give you an example. But anyway, as the turtles fill them up, they get pumped on out to your, say, sorting station. In this case, I have this running into my house, my little hole in the ground here, where it comes in from the outside. Hits this iron pipe, which redirects it over this way because we also have mining operations going on downstairs. Comes over here to this sorting pipe, which sends a bunch of our common stuff, or at least stuff that appears in large groups, over through the yellowish orange area. Sends our zirconium and whatnot over to the black area, which is actually underneath, and that comes out over here. And then everything else goes to this chest. Actually, oh, we have appetite dust and not appetite. Huh. Must have changed the texture pack or something on me. So all our zirconium ends up over here. All our stuff that appears in large quantities ends up over here, where we can stick it into these barrels, this wallow barrel. And then everything else ends up over here, including the good stuff like diamonds, rubies, sapphires, green sapphires, wahaha. Gold, all the iron a man would ever need, and some nice marble. And if you have diamond picks on your turtles, they can mine obsidian. Alrighty. And he's finished again, but now we have 3 more grown, so. And if I knew for sure that I would be in the area constantly, I would leave this guy on a loop. But as I'm not, I'm always afraid that he'll be off in the middle of a digging when I exit the chunk, and that he will be stuck halfway up a tree, and I'll have to go up there and rescue him. So I just manually start him every time I come by. Yeah. So we've got some rendering problems down there. I may have to do without the extreme close-up. Ah! I may have to do without the Optifine. But, well, dang it, I hoped he had come back and filled that up by now. Oh, here he comes. Whoa. And as you can see, he's putting his stuff in here. And he goes back down. Now, if I had that pipeline set up over here, with all this filled in with pipe, then that would be being placed out. That would be being sucked into our sorting chamber. But I also realized I could just do this. Clickety click, 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 click. Go over here to this chest. Clickety click, 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 click. And let the engine do all the hard work. And this one's also picked up, so we can take him. And let's check this one. He's not full yet, and neither is he. And actually, a wooden chest is sufficient as long as you're going to be emptying these things quickly, because they have 27 slots, and the turtle himself only has 16 slots, so he won't fill this thing up in one pass. And again, you can see we've got turtles just a-running. And he may not get some of the, exciting things like diamonds and whatnot, because we appear to be digging over top of an existing mine shafts, where I did the branch mining and the regular mining. Alright, sun's going down. Let's take another nap and rejoin this process in the morning. Alrighty. Here we are again. Figured I would add an extra chest here just to be safe. And let's see how we're doing. Oops, this one's come up. He's going to be filling in this one, I think. Ooh, more sapphires. And I kind of chickened out and made this a large chest. I'm going to not empty this one just to see what it's got. Just to see if it would completely fill it up. Be quiet or I'll kick you in. And with 4 of these going, as you can see, we're not quite topped off this iron chest yet. This redstone engine is not quite up to speed. It's in the green zone. I think once it gets to yellow and red, it'll actually be pumping faster. But it pumps one thing at a time. Now, if we replace it with like a Stirling engine, then it will pump faster. And here you can see we've picked up 20 coal so far. And we could, as you know, fuel the turtles with coal, but you can make coal into... Good, we got some deliveries here. Couple of uranium ores, more coal. And back down he goes. And it's hard to tell how deep they're getting because of all the rendering errors. But you can see over there they've gone all the way down to bedrock. You can also see the openings where they have gone before, where I branch mined with my other programs. Sorry, he was just bothering me. No problem. We'll sort him. Alright, we'll let that go for a while we discuss the topper program. The topper program is what I've used to pave over, I guess you could say, these holes. See how that's all 2 layers of cobble and then a layer of dirt? Extreme close-up. And that is so that you don't accidentally fall in. Because if I left this open like this, I would fall in. And if it was just like 1 layer of dirt or something, then the first creeper that comes along, you'd fall in. So the topper program, let's pop this down here and say edit topper. Topper program covers up mine shafts. And same general thing, you load up the arguments, because you're going to be able to say topper 1, topper 2, topper whatever, up to about 8. In fact, we're going to assume 8 by 8. So if you don't give it any parameters, it tries to cover in an 8 by 8 section. And the reason for that is 8 by 8 is 64. And you're going to be putting blocks in levels 1, slots 1, 2, and 3. In fact, let me go get some more blocks here just for illustration's sake. 8 times 8 is 64. So want to fill it in with, say, cobble, cobble, and dirt. Cobble, cobble, dirt. And that's how it works out. Apparently, but we could program this thing to where if it like ran out of things in slot 1, it'd look in higher slots for the same item and refill, but that's for a later date. So basically it prints out what I've just told you. Slot 1 cobble, slot 2 cobble, slot 3 dirt. Or if you're underground, you might replace that with smooth stone or just more cobble, but 3 layers thick is what I think it should be. And first thing we do is just cycle through slots 1, 2, 3, get an item count, and make sure we've actually put something in slots 1, 2, and 3. And if not, fill your slots, quit. And actually, instead of quit here, that should be, let me go up here and fix this, a simple return. If you put return in and you're not inside a procedure, then it tries to exit out of the program itself. So that's the proper way to exit out of a program. So we figure if you're not at least a 2x2 shaft, you don't need this program. And if it's greater than 8, as we said, we've not got that fixed yet. So invalid arguments, again, quit. And again, the proper way to do this is return. Now we're going to define some functions. And local function level, and this actually is stolen from the Excavate command itself. All our indentation has gotten messed up during the transfer process. We're going to alternate turning left and right as we move around here. But the way the Excavate command works, as you saw, alright, he has finished. He has gone all the way down to bedrock. He has left us these new items, some aluminum, some other stuff. Looks like he is finished as well. And he's coming back and he's finished. And I assume this other one will be finished here shortly. Yeah, so he did not fill up a single chest here. So good. So the concerns about filling up the chest were unnecessary. And we've managed to fill him up. Alright, so let's go back and do our topper thing here. Basically what happens is he goes down a row, makes a right turn, goes back a row, makes a left turn, goes back a row, makes a right turn, goes down a row. Alternates back and forth. That's what this whole alternate thing here is. And alternate %2 means divide by 2 and take the remainder. So if it's 0, meaning it's an even number, it turns one way. If it's an odd number, it turns the other way. Like I said, this functionality here was stolen from the Excavate command itself. But the main loop is basically starting from where you are. You're going to go down a couple. You're going to select slot 1. You're going to do that level, that size. Then you're going to select 2. You're going to do the next level, that size. Then you're going to select 3 and do the next level. And I think in the, at the end of the level function, I have them go up 1. So go down a couple, fill in, go up 1, go down a level, or go down 2 levels, fill it in, go up 1, go and fill in each of the levels. And let's see, up here somewhere we've got, yeah, turtle place down. So he's going to go down, he's going to place underneath him. And this is more easily explained by, oops, I need my materials. Actually, I need to save some cobble and dirt if it hasn't already been sent away. For each of these. So we're doing a 4x4, so we only need 16 of each of these items. But we're going to say topper 4. And then it says T4 at your service, ready to top off a 4x4 mine shaft. Please place blocks as follows: cobble, cobble, dirt, cobble, cobble, dirt. Press enter when ready. So he went down 2 spaces and he started filling in with cobble. And notice that the Excavate command, I've written this so where the Excavate command ends up is where he fills up. Now he came up 1 level and he's filling in level 2. Now he's filling in with not sand, with dirt. And he thinks he's going up to the next level, which he's not, but he ends up like right there. So to get back down, you can say go down. He comes down. Then you can say turn left. go forward. And now he's ready for his next 4x4 mine shaft. You just have to move your chest to right here behind him. So let's do the same thing for the rest of these. And they default to 8x8 because when I started out, I was using 8x8 mine shafts. Then I realized that 4x4s, take a lot less time and get you just as much materials. Because now all we have to do is just go forward one, do an 8x8 or a 4x4 again. We've got an 8x16, a couple more times. We've got our 8x8 or even a 16x16, however much you want to do. Depends on how many turtles you have and how many your server or personal computer will handle running at a time. And I could, I suppose, at the end of the topper program, bring her back down and turn her around. And often it's just easier to pick them up and replace them. Now, if you say, well, I never pick up my turtles because every time I pick up my turtles, they forget who they are, they forget how much fuel they have, then you've not set your computer label properly. If you type in ID, it should say this is computer number whatever, but this is also the computer labeled nephew. And if it doesn't do that, and you want to type in label set and then whatever you want to call your computer, and that way they remember who they are. I covered this in one of my other programs, I think. Alrighty, so that's empty. We can pick him up. Empty, pick him up. Still got a couple of things in. Well, we can pick him up. And this one has lots and lots of stuff, so let's go ahead and empty him out as well we can. And I always pick the wrong side to cut up. Alrighty, let's see here. So Nicolite, coal, flax seeds. Alright, that simple Redstone Engine is starting to get to me. Let's see if we have a Stirling Engine handy. I thought for sure I had a Stirling Engine somewhere. Is this my Stirling Engine? Ah, there's my Stirling Engine. Alright, we're going to take you out of the way, flip you off, put our Stirling Engine here, drop a little charcoal into it, turn you back on. And the Stirling Engine takes things several at a time. 64 down to 12, which is what? 64 minus 12 is what? 32? More than that? 42 something. Anyway, so it empties things out pretty darn quick. As long as your sorting mechanism can take it, and these sorting pipes down there do actually take that pretty well. And you... This one, I'm not sure we want to go... Yeah, maybe one more here. So we'll put the chest down here behind it. Because we're about to get into this hill here, and then I got to decide, I'm going to mine through the bottom of the hill, or am I go up to the top of the hill? What? Because I might end up going through the center of the hill and then like filling in this side to make it look like natural. Alright, need to do our refuel command, make sure we have plenty of fuel. Topper 4, send you off. Whoops. Oh, not topper. Excavate 4. Again, let's check our fuel level. Plenty. Excavate 4. Check our fuel level. Plenty. Excavate 4. And check our fuel level. Plenty. Excavate 4. And off they go. We can pick this up. put him down here just as a precaution. And let's go over here and see how our chest is doing. Oh, yep, we've filled in quite a bit, or emptied it quite a bit. And so the Stirling Engine is overkill for this, but the next, the only weaker engine we've got is our Redstone Engine, and it is too weak for this. So we'll put it over here for this thing. And good, more trees have grown, so we can send our tree farm off again. Alright, and that is how we excavate, how we top, and how we make a quarry without a quarry, and how we leave things looking more or less untouched. You can come back here later with some bone meal or something, maybe plant a tree or two, and it looks like you have not done anything. And actually, can't remember at what point I started. Probably about here. Yeah, because there's our cobble. So there you go. That's how you excavate, and that's how you top things over, and that's how you make it look like you have done very little strip mining or anything. So this is Uncle Troy signing out. Please have a good night.